Yes people, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Typical Chelsea, reviewing Chelsea-Bournemouth, a game I was actually going to be at for my birthday weekend. Going to make a huge day out of it. Thank fuck I didn't. Thank fuck I did not bother. Let's just get straight into the game. I thought Chelsea were absolutely shocking for the first 20 minutes or 15-20 minutes or so. Probably should have been 2-0 down, to be completely honest with you. Definitely 1-0 down at least. We just let them have the opportunities in the game, and we were at fault for that massively. It wasn't that they were even particularly good, it was just the fact that we were bad and we naturally let them happen right in front of us. Caballero with a couple of good saves, one they were unlucky with as well, they hit the side netting. The game should have been a very, very different story to what it was. And by that, I don't only mean that only them from a starting point of view, but also talking from Chelsea. Because we were good for the second half of the first half. It was a decent game from that point of view. Obviously, we went 1-0 up for Alonso. Great strike. Really good movement from Giroud. The ball in from Reece James was a bit meh. But either way, Giroud got on it, put it goalwards, obviously hit the bar, and then it just came straight, or saved onto the bar, however it went, and then straight back into the path of Alonso, and it's 1-0. And you can't fault that. But I said to my dad just after the game that Marcos Alonso, we've had 2 Premier League games this week in the last 7 days. Obviously Spurs, Marcos Alonso scored there. He's now still scored 2 today, and he's a left wing back. He's our most threatening player, and he's playing in one of the furthest back positions we've got. It's nuts. You can't change that. There's nothing wrong with him, and it's great that he's scoring goals, but what is going on in front of him? What's going on around him? Pedro today, I thought he did certain things that was great, certain things that were poor, that he ran all over the place like he always does, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it was done with conviction or with quality. It was a very suspect lineup. Mount, I'll be the first one to say it, he had a couple of good chances, but probably wasn't his best game today. He made a couple of good passes, a couple of good shots. The volley that he was unlucky with from 25-30 yards out. Keeper's not on his game, which he was, to be completely fair to the keeper. He was very, very good today. That's a different scoreline, but it went in 1-0 at half-time, and then what the fuck happened in the second half, I've got no idea. I've got absolutely no idea. Tomori was poop. They were up for it. This is what always happens with Chelsea. We were ahead, it was great, it was good fun, it was typical Chelsea. Just like that, in the space of a heartbeat, bang, game changed completely. And they scored 2 goals in about 5 minutes, or just over 5, right. Well, 2 fucking quick goals, either way. Joshua King and Lerma got the 2. Can't remember what order it was in. But it was just, defending was poor. Tomori got caught on the ball. They pressurised him. They put all the pressure on. And this was the thing with Chelsea. You could see where it was going. You could see how the game was going to go. And the commentary I was watching on this dodgy stream was saying about the importance for the next 15 minutes for Bournemouth. If they get through this, then they'll be all right. And then Chelsea, we need to get a goal here, because if we get a second goal, then we're going to be hard to come back by, blah, 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 blah. And you can see it was so clear and obvious. And I will say this, and I do think it is right. I do slightly critic Lampard's lineup choice today. I do. Caballero saved the game for us in a handful of occasions, fair play. Christensen got outdone for the header, and Kovacic as well. I mean, that was just a cock up, but still Christensen was at fault. Tomori just did not have a good game at all. We all wondered where he was and what the hell was going on with him, but essentially it was poor from him today. Whether that's rustiness or whatever, it was poor. He had pace and he could look, good going that way, but when the ball was actually at his feet and he was trying to play forward and actually in and around him, he just was not good enough today. Alonso, obviously we can't say any more about that. Reece James got forward, put the assist in for the first, well, for the crucial parts in for the first goal. It was very predictable, and that's what I didn't like about this game, because we all knew it was going to happen. We knew we were going to play. We knew we were going to keep the ball for large amounts of time, and Bournemouth had the game plan to go in front and sit behind the ball. And to be fair to them, they did for a large chunk of the game. They did incredibly, incredibly well, and it took a stroke of fucking luck essentially from Marcos Alonso to make it go 2-2. Batshit come on, did nothing really. Giroud did what he could. Barkley came on and was Barkley. I mean, he had a couple of good shots, but nothing was fantastic. There was a lot of ball play, but when they took Jorginho off the pitch, I didn't really think it made a difference to Chelsea. Jorginho is a great player when he's actually in the game and he's controlling it and we're ahead and we're leading and blah, 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 blah. So you can go 2-0 up or even 3-0 up or whatever. He's an incredibly good player keeping the ball. But is he actually going to break down a team? Probably not. Probably not. Even when we're drawing, you kind of look at it and go, is he the right person to have on the pitch? I don't know. It's a question that I think needs to be answered. But for me personally today, I thought that Kovacic was all right, but he probably could have done him and Jorginho's job together today at the same time. Mount had some chances, as I said. There was positives, but still at the same time, we dominated large chunks of this game, but still managed to struggle to get a 2-2. It's 2 points dropped. The Arsenal aren't playing this week. I think they play Man City. It will be their game in hand. I mean, let's be real. And then I think Man United have got Everton. It was a fantastic chance to go a few points clear of the chasing pack or whatever you want to call it. But we just fucked it. We completely, utterly fucked it. It was not a good game to watch, and the wind and the conditions and everything going against us, it was just terrible to watch. It honestly was. Bournemouth did all right. The keeper kept them in the game for a large amount of time, but they kept going, they kept fighting, and that's what Chelsea are going to have a big struggle with. Bournemouth as well pushed all their players wide, especially the main forwards up front. King and Wilson and whatever, when they all came on and did different bits, they all went wide because they saw the success that Bayern had during the week with going wide and getting in behind. That's the problem with three at the back. It worked because Tomori was able to run backwards and be able to deal with the pace element, fine. But actually being a ball player, it was a completely different game. It was just not a good Chelsea performance at all. That being said, it could have been a lot worse. Should have been a lot worse, to be honest, because I don't think we deserved to win that game. It was luck. It was honestly luck. But we've got Liverpool on Tuesday, and that's what Frank wants to focus on. Then, hey, he said, be it. You know, I'm not going to lie. I said to Lawrence before the game in a group chat, this game today is more important than Tuesday. If we can go through in the cup, we can go through in the cup. Great. If we go in the cup, it's a bit silverware. Great. If we don't qualify for Champions League, it's catastrophic. Honestly, it's catastrophic because you've got Ziyech, Sancho ain't going to come to us. You ain't going to be able to go and get any top class centre halves, which we need because we can't fucking defend. It said a lot when we were trying to change the game and they kept Dave on at centre half, who, to be fair to him, did all right, but they took off Tomori. Dave's not a recognised centre half. Why is he standing on the pitch ahead of Tomori? It asks questions. There's a big amount of questions being asked, and even everything about the game. There was a load of questions being asked, and honestly, it was a big personnel thing. Michy come on. Tammy was obviously out for. Obviously, he injured himself. That's going to be a huge loss against Liverpool because I think he could have done all right. To be fair, that's the thing. We also don't know what sort of team Liverpool are going to put out. There's a lot of questions that are going to be asked, and there's a lot that's going to go on in this game. And this was a crucial 3 points that we needed to get, and we ain't going to get it. We haven't got it. If we got a point. It's just a real opportunity wasted for Chelsea, and I just think it was a really poor game of football to watch. It was excitement, there was end to end, there was all this stuff, but we got fucking pulled apart way too easy for the goals, and we struggled to break them down. Ake did an incredibly good job for them. I still say we should go and buy him because I think there's a hell of a lot worse out there to play centre half for us, and he did well. But I'm going to move on. There's a lot of problems with Chelsea, but the main thing we need to do is qualify for Champions League fucking football, because if we don't, people ain't going to want to come to us. We ain't going to go and sign like Koulibaly, Ake, and blah, 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 blah. We might be able to pay him a wage, yeah, but we ain't going to be able to get European football for him, so what's the point? Champions League football for him, so what's the point of them wanting to come? See, this game, Tuesday, important, whatever you want to say about it. It was a weird lineup, and I'm going to finish on this. It's a weird lineup. I understand you may want to rest it for Tuesday. I get it. I appreciate that. But the league needs to take priority. And be honest with you, being knocked out of the Champions League, which we are going to be, unfortunately, Chelsea fans, get used to it, could be a big fucking blessing in disguise. Because if we don't qualify for the top 4, we could be in serious shit. We could be in serious shit. Or top 5, or however it'll work out. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thanks for watching. If you're new around here, make sure you like, share and subscribe. Yeah, really not a good result for Chelsea today, but could have been a lot fucking worse. Could have been a lot worse. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. See you back here for loads more Chelsea content.